guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Carol and the name of my channel is My Blessed Nest. Do you know what day it is? That's right, it's Flippin Friday, and today I'm participating in a challenge with Jaime at Border Bananas. Make sure you check out my playlist where I'll have a link to her channel as well as a playlist that you can binge watch all the other creators and what they flipped. I can't wait to show you what I found. It's a mirror that I found at a garage sale for $1. Would you like to see how I flipped it? Then let's get started. Here's the mirror I picked up at a garage sale for just $1. I couldn't pass it up. Yeah, it was a little rough, but I was confident I could flip it into something beautiful. Here you'll see I've already removed the tape from the back, and I'm going to use the water-damaged cardboard to make a new piece of cardboard of my own out of a Sam's Club box. I was so happy I saved this box. I just laid the pattern out and then drew around it, and then I took my trusty knife and started carefully cutting through the cardboard layers. I did have a piece of cardboard underneath so I didn't slice right through my carpet. I just took my time and made the cut as straight as I could. Next, I fit the cardboard into the back of my mirror, and I took some really wide packing tape and I just started going all the way around the mirror, taping the cardboard to the edge of the back of the frame. There's just a piece of cardboard package taped onto the back of the mirror. So that's how I got this idea. I don't really care what it looks like from the back as long as that mirror doesn't pop out and break on me. Here I am trying to get my camera lined up. I'm telling you, mirrors are one of the hardest things there is for me to film. So I wanted to get the mirror cleaned up and make sure that there wasn't anything on there that I couldn't live with, like some kind of smear or imperfection that would always draw your eye to it. So I cleaned it up and it cleaned up really nice. At this point, I'm ready to start painting with a matte acrylic black paint. And that's going to be my base coat. I did off camera fill a couple holes with some spackle, and that's dried, and so when I cleaned off the top of the mirror, I cleaned off any residue from that. I'm just using like a medium artist brush. I didn't want to use a huge artist brush because there are some areas that I need to get into and paint, like around the glass. So I wanted to have some precision, but not so small that it took me forever. Here's my painting tip of the day. Use canned vegetables as risers. Set your project up on the cans, and then you'll be able to paint the edges. You'll be able to get around your item easily, and your edges won't stick to your drop cloth. Next, I'm ready to paint some white matte paint on top of the black paint that I've painted so far. I'm working in little sections because if the black paint dries too much, then I won't get the desired look that I want. I want it to look a little bit grayish, but with some undertones, kind of layered look. So I started out using an artist paintbrush and soon realized that I would do a lot better if I used an old chippy brush, like a big paintbrush. When I do the dry brushing over the top, it comes out much better with this brush, and I did want to blot off any excess paint, so I just got that brushed effect. So you'll want to use the worst paintbrush that you have. If you're enjoying my content, then why not subscribe to my channel? It's free, and if you push the bell, you'll be able to know right away when I upload new videos. I continued on painting all the wood with the same process, including the edges. I really love it that you have some play when you're using this technique. So if you get a color that you don't like, or there's an area that you're not happy with, you can just put some more paint on and play around with it. And if you get too much white, you can put a little more black on, and so on. So don't be afraid if the original look you get isn't what you want. You can fine tune it very easily. Here's just a little clip showing you how I worked the paint onto the edges, and as you can see, it doesn't matter if I slopped a little up on the top because I just worked it right in with my paintbrush, and it all blends together really great. Here's the hardest part, painting these little areas without getting any paint onto the mirror. So I started out just doing it freehand, and then I realized that I could put paper under the pieces of wood because it was kind of loose, which worked to my advantage. Now, you're probably not going to be able to do that with every mirror. Mine just happened to be loose. So you could use painter's tape if you had the patience to tape that all off, or a steady hand, or you could put paper on the insides of each wooded square, if that makes sense. In other words, you're not going to probably be able to slide it underneath the wood, but you could still put paper up to the edge and just hold it there. So I lucked out and I made short work of painting that with the same process, black first, and then I used my big chippy brush and went over it with some white paint. Here's my granite gray paint. It's a matte finish as well. I didn't expect at the beginning that I was going to be painting gray on top of the other paint technique I used, but I felt it needed a little bit more dimension, and so I decided to just dry brush some of that gray over the top of it. And now here's a look at my finished mirror. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of my mirror flip. Is this something you would do? Would you have bought this at a garage sale for $1, or would you have left it there? Don't forget to check out the playlist of all the other creators so you can see what they flipped. What's coming up next? Next Saturday, August 29th, I'll be participating with Kenya's Decor Corner in her seasonal lantern challenge, and this time it's fall. Make sure you come back and join me for that video. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll link that below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Make sure you check out